It's senior year and everybody's talking about prom. I was excited myself because it was that time that everybody can dress up nice and make it a night to remember. I already had my date, which was my girlfriend that I've been going out with since freshman year. We had a small group of friends that were going with us, and it was my best friend and his date, and her best friend with their date as well. However, we weren't really interested in the prom itself, but rather the after party. Once prom night came by, we all got to the place and took pretty pictures and socialized with everyone we knew. It was more of a meet and greet, the more formalized version, nothing too extravagant besides some music, dancing, and drinks. Once it was over and everybody got their pictures, our group of friends decided to have an after party, and this was to be held in the forest. We had our parents' permission and decided to bring a few tents and have a bonfire party in the forest. This way was out of the city limits, and driving there was awesome. The whole ride there, it was full of talking and betting to see who could outdrink each other that night. I was driving the entire time there with my mom's SUV, and we had all the camping gear with us. When we got there, I knew exactly which spot it was too, because it was a secret spot. Only a select few campers know about it because it was hidden in the forest. The guys started setting up the tents while me and my girlfriend went looking for some firewood. All we had back there was an LED lantern, but we needed some logs to start a fire and roast some marshmallows and make s'mores. We didn't trail too far off and found some logs that could potentially be useful. I saw something on the way back to the camping spot, and it looked like a set of eyes in the distance. I even squinted and told my girlfriend to take a look at it for herself. She saw it too, but shrugged it off and said, "Let's just go back. It was probably a coyote staring us down." Maybe she was right. I was probably a bit paranoid. Besides, even if a coyote comes, we have numbers and people and can easily overpower a coyote. I agreed, but still had an uneasy feeling in the back of my head. We're a bunch of high schoolers about to graduate, and we don't really have weapons to defend ourselves. When we got back to the tents, they were all set up and everyone was ready for the fire to be started. We threw the logs in a bundle and I began making a fire from this trick my dad used to teach me when we went camping together. It was nice and warm, and everyone just sat around in a circle warming up their hands. I passed everyone marshmallows and a stick, and we all started playing truth or dare. When it got to me, I dared my best friend Kyle to go into the forest alone. The conditions were he had to stay in there for 30 minutes without coming back. He laughed and didn't seem to mind. All he brought was his phone and went into the forest saying, "I'm going to get you when I come back." I knew my best friend Kyle was an outdoors guy, so this shouldn't be a surprise to him. However, it was literally nighttime and the only source of light was from the full moon above our head. His girlfriend seemed more worried than he was and called me out for making him do such a dumb thing. Honestly, maybe she was right, because I felt kind of bad. We continued our game and started drinking beer I had bought. Me and the other guys started shotgunning the beer until we couldn't anymore. I felt a little tipsy and forgot how much time had went by. In the distance, my best friend Kyle came running back and shouting, "Run!" Everyone heard him and started panicking. He ran past us and told us all to get back to the car. There's something out there. Instantly, everyone was on their toes and started running for their life in the direction where we parked the car. The campfire, lamp, our bags, and tents were all still at the campsite, but at this point, it didn't matter. While everyone was running back towards the car in almost complete darkness, besides the light on our phones, we heard a disturbing noise to the back of us. It was like a growl, unlike anything I've heard before. It wasn't a bear, and most certainly wasn't human. It was super loud and deep, and felt like it echoed through the entire forest. When we all caught sight of the car, I quickly unlocked it with the keys, and when everyone got in, I locked the doors and floored it out of there. I could see a set of eyes on my rearview mirror, the exact same ones I saw earlier getting the firewood. It was an exact match. I couldn't see the figure, just eyes. It didn't seem like it followed us because by this time I was already on the road and headed straight back to the city. We left all of our gear back there, but it didn't matter because I know our lives are worth more than that. We never returned back to that place again, and whatever that thing was is still out there.